Hello everyone, this is Angela from The Chaotic Life of a Planner. So in today's video we're going to be planning out the week of July 29th to August 4th. I'm going to go ahead and flip back to last week, which is the week that we're currently on. Today is Sunday. So far the week is going great. I've got to go back and add my steps from yesterday. It has not been a very good step week, so I definitely need to do some work there. I did go for a walk on Saturday, but I didn't track it, and that honestly was the only day that I walked. It's been a little bit of a stressful week, but it's okay. It's been decently productive. We did have 2 dinners out. We didn't actually go to the food truck rally. We ended up going out for hibachi, but it's fine. I'm not going to fix that. But other than that, we did eat according to the meal plan. We did have the baby shower, which was tons of fun. We finally picked up the truck, which cost a ton of money. However, we did sell the 4-wheeler, so that kind of took the edge off a little bit. So I really love the way that this week was laid out. It really worked well for me. I'm really liking using this section right here for my dinners. I like using this as my to-do list in place of the ombre boxes. However, now I'm going to show you this current week, and they're 2 different colors. This drives me a little crazy. So I think I'm going to go back to ombre boxes for this week just because I have the 2 separate colors. Now next week when they're both yellow, that probably won't bother me so much. So I do use the Erin Condren binder system. This is the hourly version of the Life Planner in the colorful version. This hourly layout colorful version. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. Well, no, that's not. All right, so I do use the hourly layout in the colorful version. If you're new to my channel, you might not know that I have a love obsession with planner cake kits. So in this plan with me, I'm going to be using kit 156. I have sheet D, and then I have a bunch of add-ons. I have add-on T, I have add-on R, which is the adorable sidebar. I have 2 sheets of add-on S, which are the ombre boxes. Then I have add-on Q, which is thin washi. I also have add-on P, which is thick washi. And then I tried something a little different, and I'm not sure exactly which one I'm going to use. We'll have to see. I have both of the add-ons for the date headers. So I have add-on N, and I guess that's add-on O. So I don't usually buy all of these add-ons, but I do really like that they're available if I decide that I want to use them. And of course, my battery's going to die. So this, like I said, is an Erin Condren binder. I do have affiliate links in my description box down below. So if you are interested, please go ahead and give those a little look. The affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, but they do give me a little kickback, which is kind of nice. And then it allows me to bring new products to show you guys, which is good. So I think I'm gonna try, actually let's not rip that off quite yet. Let's go ahead and see what these would look like. Maybe I will decide not to do this. Okay, we're not gonna do it like that. Let's try something else. I just thought maybe I would try something a little new. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. So let's see. Do I I want to do it like that or like this. I'm not sure. Okay. So I don't want to do it like that. That is not going to work because you're going to still be able to see that blue thing. So let's start it like this. I don't know why the dogs are barking. Oh wait, yes I do. It's because I'm trying to film. Oh goodness. Okay. Now we're going to put this up here. I love the colors of this kit. They're so cute. So pretty together. All right, so this day, Monday is the 29th. So this is our fair week, you guys. I can't believe it's fair week. I just can't. And I know you guys are thinking, okay, big deal, it's fair week. But the thing about Alaska is fair week is like the last week of, make sure I'm doing this right. It's like the last week of summer. So the first, yeah, the first is Thursday, okay. And now that doesn't mean that we won't have any warm days after this week, because we will, but it starts to get cool at night. The lake will get cold, so it's kind of like people, you know, don't really swim because the water's too cold. It can snow at any point in September. Kids go back to school in August. It's just, once fair hits, you're like, okay, summer's done. And our summer is so short, and I just really, partly because we went to Disney. I will say, you know, we were gone for 10 or 11 days, however long that was, but I just really feel like we didn't even hardly have a summer. We only went camping once so far when we went to Seward. That was way back at the beginning of May. And we were hoping to use the camper this weekend, but we kind of need to stay close to home because of the baby, and then we just picked up the truck from being fixed, and they said we couldn't pull anything for like 500 miles, so we needed to drive for at least a week. We will be staying in the camper while we're at the fair, and then after, so the next time Mike comes home, after the baby's born, and after I bring Benjamin to Chicago for hockey, we are going to take a trip somewhere in the camper. We might go down to Valdez, or I don't know, we'll see. We haven't completely decided yet, but that will be a fun time for sure, because it will be nice to take the camper out for a little bit. It's a little frustrating. You spend all this money to have, you know, something like the camper, and then you're so busy you can't even use it. I'm sure it would be like the same if you had like a boat or anything like that. So one of the reasons why I decided that I wanted to try this new way of using the individual strips over the washi is because that line that I covered was blue on this side and yellow on that side, and that, I don't really like it when that happens. So I thought, well, this will be a good way to cover that up. And I do like the way it looks. I think it looks good. So there is that. Very, very good. I'm going to set that aside. And then I'll save this other date header for another time. I'm sure I'll have some kit that I can use that for. The next thing I'm going to do is lay out my sidebar. So where is my sidebar? This page. No. Oh yeah, it's because it's in a different month. I wanted to show you guys my sidebar from this last week. I didn't have a step counter like I usually do, so I counted the steps at the bottom of the shaded section. But that's typically what I do for a sidebar, plus the step counter. So that's what I'm going to do this week. I don't have the hexagon covers, so I'm just going to use this whiteout to cover the edges the best I can. And then I think this box right here, let's see how that goes. Should probably pretty much cover it if I move it in the right spot. Go over a little more. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Except I should have covered up the July because you can still see that underneath the sticker. Go ahead and do the 2019 as well. Okay. Well, you can see that little tiny tip, but it's fine. I'm just going with it. Enough's enough, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is put down this ombre box. And this is what I will use to keep track of which YouTube videos I'm going to do this week. Now I'm going to try and have all my YouTube videos pre-filmed before the fair, but we'll see how that goes. My husband is home this week. We are going to take a day trip tomorrow down to Denali. We're going to do a couple of small hikes. We're going to watch the dog sled demonstration, and then we're going to grab some lunch, and then we'll come home. We have to be home by 5 so that we can go to what they call barn setup at the fairgrounds. So we're leaving early. We're hoping to leave like around 7, which is kind of a little too much, but we're going to make it happen. So we're going to do that tomorrow, and then on Tuesday Mike has some doctor appointment thing, and then Wednesday it will be time to wash all of the animals and pack the camper and get everything ready for the fair, because we do bring the camper to the fair on Wednesday evening. And then Thursday we will go and drop all the animals off, and then we will be there and for quite a little time, till the 11th actually. And sometime in there we'll see if Michaela has a baby. Now our fairgrounds are not too far from our house. It's only maybe like a 20-minute drive. So I'll come back and forth at some points, and some of the kids will come and go as far as staying at the fair with us and all of that good stuff. Today is Michaela's last day of work until after the baby's born, so I don't know if she'll stay with us or not. We'll have to see. She'll probably stay at the fair for some of it, but all right. I'm going to use this little this week sticker right here. So I use this bottom sticker to track my steps. So that is done. I like the way that looks. Next thing I will do is mark my Instagram along the top of the page. And how I like to do that is to just take a thin piece of washi. I'll probably use this one right here. And I'll just put it in the along the 7 o'clock spot. And that will take care of what I want to post on Instagram for each day. That's kind of how I keep track of it. And then sometimes I'll have an idea and I'll forget, so I need to write it down. Like if I have an idea of something I want to post, like if you don't follow me on Instagram, you need to go over there and do that. It's just at the Chaotic Life of a Planner, because I post a lot of different things than what I post on YouTube. So I've posted pictures of the nursery for Lucas. If we go somewhere, I'll usually post on there. So I've done things like feeding the reindeer and some fun stuff like that. So you definitely need to head on over to Instagram and follow me there. Next thing I'm going to do is mark off my dinner hour spot, which I just started doing this. I think this might be my 3rd week, and I've really liked the way that it looks, and it's worked out nicely. So I just mark off the 6 o'clock spot, and then when I add my additional stickers, you'll see me add in my knife and my fork. So if you're new to my channel, hit that red subscribe button. Also hit the bell notification so you can be notified of future uploads, and give this video a like. I would really appreciate it if you guys wanted to stick around. Alright, so there's that. Now what I need to think about is what I want to do for ombre boxes. Like I said before, I was really enjoying using this spot for my to-do list, but I don't like having the 2 different colors. So then I thought, well, maybe I'll just stick this down here, and I don't even really like that because it doesn't cover the entire shaded section. So I'm just checking to see if I line this up right at the bottom, how far up does it go? Not far enough. And if I line it up here, I guess that's okay. Maybe I'll just try it and see what it looks like. I could cover the rest of the shaded section up with washi if I didn't like, or not washi. I could cover the rest of the shaded section up with whiteout if I didn't like it showing through. So let's see what this looks like. I think I'll probably just go with it, and hopefully it won't be too annoying. Mostly because I like having a spot for to-dos, and I have a lot going on this week with fair, so I don't want to lose the space up here. So we'll just go with this. Okay, that's done. What else do I need to, oh, my weekend banner. Can't forget the weekend banner. All right, there's that. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so I think that's pretty much what that is on there. All that I need to mark, so we're going to go ahead and get into my day-to-day planning. So I do use the weekly schedule pad from Erin Condren. There is an affiliate link in my description box if you're interested in this, and I just write everything that I need to not forget during the week. And sometimes I do it as it comes. Like if I know something's coming up, I'll just pull that out and go ahead and write it down. And then it does help me as I'm planning out each day. So we're going to start with Monday at 2:30. Michaela has an OB appointment. She has 2 appointments with a doctor every week, and then she also has an ultrasound appointment, and she does get blood work done. At 5 p.m. we have barn setup. Let me think about this. I might actually change what I'm doing. I was thinking about seeing if I wanted to try and color code things, but I'm not going to. I don't have time for that right now. I really like my color-coded layouts when I've done them. They're a lot of fun, but they do take a little bit more pre-planning. So 5 p.m. barn setup, and I do need to bring some food, like a dish. So I'm gonna have to think about that, because since we're gonna be gone, I'm likely gonna have to do something that I can stick in a crock pot and then just grab. So to mark our trip to Denali, I will use one of these bigger stickers right here. I think this is a half box. And I'm going to put that we're going to leave at 7 a.m. to go to Denali National Park. It does make me sad to think that this is one of our last trips to the park since we're going to be moving next summer. I mean, we might probably go once, maybe twice more, but that makes me so sad. The other thing that I'm going to mark is, and I'll use this pink one right here, I believe it's at 6 a.m. Eastern time, is the Planner Cait sale. Now, since we're leaving tomorrow, I may just end up placing my order tonight, which is a bummer because I won't get the free sheet, and I also won't get to take advantage of the 30% off. But there is the 20% off code that I can use. That's Happy Place 20 that I have in my description box. But it'll make it tomorrow run a lot smoother, so we'll just have to see how that goes. All right, so now we're on to Tuesday. 1:30. Michaela has ultrasound appointment. So the baby has been happy. He looks good. All of the tests that they've run are coming back fine. She hasn't been so happy. She actually is doing pretty good today, and she did good yesterday. Thursday night, not so much, but that's okay. And then I want to mark, my husband has a doctor appointment. At 2:15. And then I think we're gonna go on a date. I need to get some date night stickers. We'll likely just go to a movie. Things have been so crazy. He just said that we needed to make sure we took some time just for ourselves while he's home this time, which I appreciate that. So we're gonna do that. That's it for Tuesday. Wednesday, I need to make dinner for a family in our church that just had a baby. I think this is their 4th baby in like 4 years. Crazy. And I'm just gonna make soup. It's called cheddar chowder. It's easy and it's tasty and everybody likes it. So I'm going to make sure I mark that because I don't want to forget. And then I'm going to mark that we need to drop off the camper. So I'll go ahead and use this one. And that won't really be me. I don't even know if I'll have to go. But Mike and one of the kids usually handles that. Okay, so there's that. So now we're on to Thursday. All right, guys. So we're back to old school. My camera battery is not charging like it should right this very second. So I decided that I was just going to film the rest of this video on my iPhone so that I could get it finished. Okay, so one thing that I did while I was waiting for my battery was I added this little birthday sticker right here. So this half circle sticker is from an Erin Condren sticker book, and this label and this sticker are both from one of my Happy Planner books. So this is my niece, Abby's birthday. I'd have to count, but I think Abby would be 6 or 7 now. 6. I think 6. My mom will be so sad that I can't remember, but time kind of just all runs together. Oh man, now I can't think. 6 or 7. 7. I think 7. So she was born, I have one brother. She's my brother's daughter, and she was full term, and she was born still. She had the cord wrapped around her neck 5 times. So that was a really, really, really sad time in our family's life. But we still celebrate her birthday. Like as a family, we don't really do anything, but my brother will go release some balloons and whatnot and do some things like that. So, and I always text him to tell him happy birthday to Abby and stuff like that. And we'll talk about her, and I'll talk with my mom about her and some things like that. So I wanted to make sure that I marked that in my planner. It's fair time for us. So, and this actually, when this happened, we were just getting ready to start. It was the same time, yeah, because it was 7 years ago. So when this happened, I was actually on a plane to New York, like within 2 hours of finding out that Abby had died. And somebody was able, our children were quite a bit younger then. So people kind of rallied around my husband and helped him with the kids and helped them get all of their like fair posters and everything that they needed to get done at that time, so that I was able to go be with my family, which was where I needed to be. So since it happened at fair time, sometimes I can get busy and wrapped up in fair things, and I needed a visual reminder so that I wouldn't forget to talk to my brother. So at noon on Thursday is animal drop-off day. We do not have a livestock trailer. So Mike is just going to meet somebody at the fairgrounds at noon after they drop off their animals, and then he'll take their trailer and come back to our house and load up ours. Now we're on to Friday. Michaela does have another doctor appointment on Friday. I will probably go with her to this one. I will not go on Monday. I may go to her ultrasound on Tuesday. We'll just have to see. But I will definitely go to this one if I'm able. There will be a meeting on this day for the kids that have market animals at the fair, and I'm not sure what time it is right now, so I didn't put that in there. But Mike will have to go to that meeting with the kids so that I can attend that appointment with Michaela. At 12 p.m. starts market weigh-in. There have been times when the kids haven't been sure if their animals were going to make weight, but I expect them to all be fine this time. The pigs were almost at market weigh-in when we weighed them a few weeks ago, so that will be nice. And then at 6 p.m. is open large animal showmanship. And Liberty will be showing our spare pig in the open class. So she'll have to do this. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this right here. Now we're on to Saturday. And we have a 4 p.m. large animal showmanship. This is for 4-H. If you take an animal to the auction, you have to do showmanship. So Benjamin will do that, and Liberty as well. And then at 6:15, it might actually be 7. Seems like I have a lot of yellow. Let me put this over here. We have Uncle Cracker is coming to our fair. Don't laugh. We're thankful that we can get anybody to come all the way up here, because I can assure you that most performers do not want to come here. So I don't know if we'll see Uncle Cracker, but we'll see. We'll just see how that goes. Okay, and now we're on to Sunday. We have church, which I do have a church sticker, but I'm just going to put that I need to help with a common meal. It's not the best timing for sure, but there's a wedding that is a little ways out of town, so a lot of people from church are going to be at that wedding this weekend, so excuse me. Another thing that I wanted to mark at noon is, maybe I'll not use that. Let me use one of these. And I don't know exactly what this is, but there's some kind of FFA presentations. And I don't think Liberty's doing one, but I wanted to mark it in case she wanted to go watch. One thing I just remembered that I'm not going to be able to mark is the kids have to do what they call barn duties. And what that means is that they are just responsible for, they have to do 2 2-hour shifts per animal, I think. Or no, 2 2-hour shifts per barn that your animals are in. And both of my kids' animals are in the same barn. So they each have 2 2-hour shifts, and they just go and like make sure kids aren't sticking their fingers in the pig pens, and make sure that all the turkeys have water, and make sure, you know, sometimes they sweep shavings, that type of thing. So I do have that on my phone, but since I'm filming with my phone, I can't get those times off here right now. So I'll have to go back and add those later. The pig show is my absolute favorite thing to watch at the fair. So, and I know that's kind of odd, but it's just, I just love to watch those pigs run around, and they make such silly noises. Like, did you guys know that pigs can make a sound that sounds like they're barking like a dog? It's hilarious. Okay, so there's that. That's pretty much it for the week, other than going in to add those barn duties. So what I'm going to do now is mark my Instagram stickers. And I will use a combo of yellow, and then I'll use this one. Get that done. I need to take some time tonight to figure out exactly what I'm getting from Planner Cait, because I am on a budget. I have only a certain amount of money to spend, and I can tell you that my Planner Cait want list is much larger than my budget list. I'm sure I'm not alone. Thinking about using one of my little road trip stickers. See how much room that would take up. So sometimes when I don't have enough room for one of these road trip stickers, I'll just kind of start it underneath the sticker a little ways, and then just let it stick down like that. That works. there's that. Make sure I have you guys in frame. Since I'm not using my flip-up camera, I can't really see that well. All right. I'm gonna have to do some grocery shopping, which I thought I took a grocery shopping sticker out of one of my Happy Planner books and stuck it on my tripod, but now I cannot see it. So I'll probably just use this little grocery shop sticker, and I will likely do that on Thursday when Mike is dropping off animals. He doesn't like to go grocery shopping, so I'm sure he'll be fine with that. So let's use this quarter box. And I'll put this right here. I do split meals with a friend of mine when we're at the fair, so that's nice. We don't have to cook every night. It just gets so expensive to eat at the fair for every meal. Not to mention, you get really, really, really tired of fair food. So it works out really well. Oops, it's the wrong time stop. It works out really well to split meals. And we don't always, like sometimes we'll do fancy stuff, but we don't always. Like on one of the nights that I'm gonna cook, I'm just going to make a couple different kinds of dip. Like I'll do a buffalo chicken dip and I'll do a white pizza dip. And then people can just come get them as they have time. And then we'll usually do like spaghetti and meatballs one night that we can do in a crock pot. We don't have electricity at our camping spots at the fair, but we do have a generator, and then we can also plug in crock pots in the superintendent office that is in one of the barns. So sometimes we do that. Mark my little Friday girl because she makes me happy, which you guys know because I tell you every week. Let's put her right here. All right, I think I am almost done. Let's see what else I have. Let me use my little CoffeeMonsterzCo stickers. Use a little Instagram one up here. And then I don't have any more ones that say film, so I'll just use the little edit. And then I'm going to use, let's see, so I want to mark planner time, so I'm going to need to make sure that I make some time to do that, which we'll see how that goes. I usually mark that on a Saturday, but oh, and I will. I'm going to go ahead and mark it on Saturday. I don't know if it'll actually happen on Saturday, but that's where I will mark it. And then I'll use my little plan emoji right there. Next thing I need to do is mark payday. We never, ever want to forget payday, right, guys? Let's mark this one up here. Actually, no, we'll mark it right here. Okay, I'm just looking to see if there is anything else that I think I need to mark. I think that's good. So I think that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the red subscription button. Use my affiliate links if you're trying to order anything from Erin Condren. I would really appreciate that. It'd be great. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below if you guys have any questions. And I have a question for you. So we are a few weeks into using this new hourly format now. So if you are an hourly user, let me know. Have you guys found your groove? Or do you still miss the half-hour blocks as well? I think I'm finally hitting my groove, and for the most part, I don't miss the half-hour blocks. I thought I would, but I don't. So let me know. Do you guys miss the half-hour blocks, or are you good with just the hour sections now in the hourly? Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night. Bye, guys.